Okay, we're going to be adding another outside outlet from here.
I'm going to try to shed.
Oh, okay. Wow, that wasn't very good connection on this side. Look how we had all these wires taped up. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, and we're gonna have it on.
No, I didn't turn it on yet.
Okay, so we're gonna put this on volts AC, and we're gonna check between our ground.
Oh, there's still juice.
Yes, there is. Okay, so you don't want to go down and shut some more breakers off?
I'm going to do that.
Okay, so we have 120 volts, 0.6. I'll turn the backlight on so you can see. Here in the country I was born in, our house current is 120 volts for your appliances. However, we do have 240 coming into the house, and for your larger appliances that use 220, 240, you put a double pole breaker in, you get 240 volts. And you put a single pole breaker in and you get 120 volts. You can see how our voltage fluctuates by a 0.1 volt. It's still on.
It's off?
It's on.
It's still on.
Yep.
Okay.
My name is Sabrina. He loves the guitars. He loves the cage. He loves the band. Now we went up to 121 volts. Now it's only 0.9, so. It's off!
It's off?
Yes. How many did you shut off?
A bunch.
Uh-huh.
When you get it all set up, I'll go through and label those a little bit better so I know. There's somebody
Yeah.
else labeled them and I don't know what they mean by half of this stuff.
Oh, okay. So do you want to bring the stuff out?
What stuff?
All the stuff like we got at Lowe's.
Oh, it's right here, yeah.
Here in the country I was born in, we use 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps, 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps. Okay, the black is live. All right. Okay, these. Okay, samples. Okay, and I need. Oh, there's the extension. So this is going to go on the other. One's going to go on the other side. Okay. So this is going to be on this side. We're going to put an extension on here.
I'm gonna be out front. I'm gonna take the dogs for a quick walk.
Oh, I might need your help. Like
What are you gonna need?
like if I have a question, if something comes up and I don't know where it is.
Okay, I won't be up that long. I'll be a couple minutes. Actually, we'll probably be out around in the yard anyway, so
Oh, okay.
I'll be right.
So we're going to close the hole we're not going to use here. Okay, so this is going to be what we're going to feed our wire down into the underneath with. There we go. So we'll take this piece here, and this is what we're using to protect our wire where it's going down through. We'll take this off here. This has a rubber gasket in here. We plugged the side we're not using, and we're going to put it into the side we are using here. We'll just tighten it down really nice and tight. We're going to open up the seal we have to put behind here. And there's the product we're using. We'll break out our gasket here. We use a UF wire because we're outdoors. It's exposed to the weather. So we'll poke some down in here. strip our outer jacket off here like that. See if it pulls out fairly easily. When you strip the side here, you just got to be careful not to cut the wire insulation.
Yeah.
Good.
How we doing so far?
Good, good. Do you have it opened up so I can go underneath?
It's on the other side here.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to have to pull some more out. You don't happen to have any 12 wire around, right?
Wire, but I don't know what it is. Let me go look. It's on the barn.
Oh. Is it yellow or by any chance?
White.
Oh, that's probably 14.
Okay.
Okay, so we got the black out. Now we'll do our white wire, which is our neutral. Gotta be careful not to cut your insulation on your conductors when you do this. There we go. Ground wire out. Okay, so now we can cut our jacket off here. Now we'll slide our wires up through our plastic tubing here. The wire has to be free of mechanical damage.
The white is 14, but I found some yellow, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, that is 12. I could have used it, but
Oh.
I got enough. I stripped it enough, so I don't need it. But
Okay.
we'll have it for just in case.
Well, it's a present to you if you get enough.
Okay, good.
You want the white as well?
No, no.
What's the 14 used for?
15 amp circuits. Bring our jacket up just like that, and we'll fit on the box like this here. Okay, our gasket got messed up, so I'm going to just loosen this up a little bit. So there we go. that straightened out. We'll just readjust it there. Okay, now we put our wires into our box here. Don't forget your gasket, or you have to take it all apart and do it again. I'm just going to put this in enough to hold it in place. The screw is going to be a little short. Yeah, it's going to be slightly short. So, can you run to Lowe's and get like another a 632 a little bit longer? Or do you have any screws that are longer?
I'm trying to think if I have some around. I'm going to go look.
Oh, okay.
How many we need? Two?
Two, yes. So first we'll get our ground wires all together here. Maui is in Hawaii. Okay. So we'll get our ground wires together here. I am going to use some of this for the ground wire here. Okay, now I'll twist it together here. See, I'm going to clip it even with the shortest one here. Here in the country I was born in, we use wire nuts most generally. We do have the Wagos that are the push-in type connectors. Okay, all four. Our wires are even on the end there. So we can take our wire nut, go in here. Push our wires back into our box. Now we'll make our tails up for our blacks and whites. Okay, so we'll get all our insulation even on the bottom here.
Well, so far that's a no-go. I'm gonna go out in the barn in the shed and take a look. There's that right here.
Okay.
Oh, you know, I don't hold on to it. I'm not gonna.
Okay. Yeah. Even if it's a machine screw, it will work as long as when I fold the wires in, we'll just have to make sure the wires aren't.
The machine screw will work?
Yeah. As long as it's longer.
Yep.
And maybe a little thicker because you strip the hole out with those deck screws. Okay, we want to make sure all of our conductors are even on the end here. There we go. Make sure insulation is going up into the bottom of our wire nut here. This is on a GFI breaker in the cellar, so you don't have to have the GFI out here. So we get our white wires folded back into our box here. You always strip with the hole that matches the wire gauge you're using. Nice even. Like this. And we'll take our cutters, we'll make sure our wires are all even with the shortest one underneath here. I see all of our conductors are even on the end here. I'm going to hold the tail to keep it from moving. Make sure insulation is into the wire nut there. The wire's back into our box. box out of the way there. I'm going to see if our bottom screw is... If our bottom screw is not all stripped out, we can at least get it in with one screw. Oh, you have that other screw, right?
Yep.
Okay, did you find anything?
I did not. Closest thing I could find, but they're too big.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully we can get it in with one screw for right now.
Yeah. And that's nothing to worry about. If you only get one in, it's holding in place. I can go tomorrow and grab some more.
Yeah.
I can't leave the dogs right now.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'll be able to get it in with one screw.
Okay.
That really bites and holds it good.
That's good.
So we're going to use a D-core outlet here. Here in the country I was born in, our outlets are polarized. Your black wire goes on the brass screw, the narrow slot. Your white wire goes on the silver screw, the wide slot. And your ground goes on the green screw, which is the ground terminal. So we'll hook this up. We'll close the screws we're not using. Wires go into our box. Take off about an inch. So as you open up the side so I can go underneath easy?
What's that?
As you open up the other side?
Oh, yep, I'll do that in a second.
Okay. Okay, so you always put your wire around the screw the direction your screw turns. So we'll start with hooking our ground wire up. We'll put it around our green screw, the direction the screw turns. Like that. There's our ground on the green screw. Put our white wire on the silver colored screw. Make sure your copper is under the screw head all the way around and your insulation's not pinched under your screw head. We're going to take our shorter screws out of our outlet here. So we have to use the longer ones. Okay, how do you make it out? Okay. So what kind of stuff did you hook up in the military?
I was a radio mechanic, so I did the transistors and all that stuff.
Oh, so that's more electronics then.
Yes.
Any FM radio, like
Yes.
for like listening to the radio?
Not necessarily, but we had some FM transmitted radios back in the day.
Oh. Okay, we'll make sure our insulation's not pinched under our screw head there. How does my picture look?
It's great.
Good. Make sure it's tight and our insulation's not pinched. And it's not, so now we can push our device into the box. And make sure it goes in. Our wires stay out of the way of everything here, so we can take this one screw out. Oh, we got to get our cover plate here out. These are your outdoor covers. Comes with a set of screws, parts for different devices you want to put in. There's the information. Okay, so we want to put it on this way so our cover goes on properly. Okay, so I'll get that one in just a bit. Take this one out. Outlet. Back into our box here a little bit. So this goes on the top. You put your head through there and you slide it over like this. Alright. There, now we're ready to line our holes up and put this in. Well, the screw holes are all stripped out. You know what? They're just too stripped out. Both of them.
Okay.
So, you don't have anything like this that might work. But on the bottom, I'd rather put a regular right one because I don't want to hit the wires underneath, you know?
Right.
Can you look and see if you have any more of these anywhere?
I do have some more of those.
Okay, but a little bit longer.
Yep.
Okay, let's try them.
Make sure I get the right ones.
Okay.
Whoops. Oh, crap.
Okay, so while he's getting the screws, we're going to get this box ready here. take this piece off because that's going to be down underneath. We'll take this off. We'll take this off. And we'll screw this into the bottom of our box where our wires are going to come up in. And we're going to put a plug in here and a plug in here. Plug our back hole here. I'll plug our other hole up here. We have to bond our ground wire to the box, so we'll get a ground wire tail in here. So we have a nice bond to our box here, no pigtail to this. And we'll try to pop these out. Okay, we found screws that will work, and this is all embezzled in plastic, so the screw will not, I don't have to worry about the screw hitting the wire. So we'll put our screw through this.
And it was a nice looking vehicle too, so they must have had some kind of something about it, you would think.
So now I'm waiting on a bit. Well, here's one I have a bit for.
Want to hear another funny story? Your dad calls me to go
Maui is in Hawaii. 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 Okay, we got through our gasket. Now we'll find make sure we get into our hole there. This one in here. So, okay, we got it lined up. Here is the specifications on the outlets we are installing.
Perfect.
Okay, I found a screw that will fit. We're making sure we're going to go into the plastic and not hit the wires. Okay, we're screwing into the plastic where we want to go. Make sure our cover's on here the right way. It's snugged up the way we want it. Just make sure our bottom one is nice and snug. And we're nice and snug, so we can put some silicone around here. And now we'll pop our cover on. Just go over top like this. Put it in like that. Line it up like that. And just go. Snap it over. There it goes. So now we have our weatherproof cover on. Okay, so we'll drill our hole down into the cellar. Okay, there it is. So is it open so I can go underneath now?
Yep, I'll bring it over.
Okay. Okay, so. Alright. Alright, I'm going to need one just to. Okay.
Which one you need?
They're the same. Okay, so we're going to take. Oh, the drill. Where's the drill? It's over there. Alright.
Let me go get this monster and put it on.
Read Miranda rights. Read Miranda rights. So we'll slide our wire up through our jack box into our box here. We'll put this block behind here.
Would you like a Diet Coke?
Yes, I would, please. As soon as I get this screwed down. Okay, so I'm gonna need one more screw. So I'm gonna put one in here to hold the box on, that plate on. Okay, do you have one more of those?
Those ones right there?
Yeah.
Does that be that long?
Yes. And I'll bring our box up.
We use this white one or no?
No, because the head's gonna be too small.
Oh, yep.
Because I had to pop the holes out on the back of the box. Okay, so I'm gonna just move this over a
Actually, I'm
little.
gonna try to get one of those white ones out there that are a little bit longer.
Okay. Okay, we'll get nice and straight here. Lock a couple. I'll get that up over our box there. There's where we gotta get it in right here. That's right where I want it. So we just gotta get one more in down below here. So we can start getting our wire stripped and ready to go. Be careful not to nick into your wires underneath. There we go. I'll flip it over and get our black wire on the brass colored wire here. Slap on the handcuffs, read Miranda rights, file felony charges, it's a lot of fun. Slap on the handcuffs, click, click, click. Read all the Miranda rights, file felony charges against the defendant. Slap the cuffs on, read Miranda rights. Oh, oh, oh. I see where we nicked our wire here. There. So I will cut it just about above there a little bit. We'll cut our white wire in the same spot. Now we'll strip our ground wire out of here. Reading his... Okay, now we can slide our... We gotta get our other screw into here. So we'll get our ground tail out of here. Lock up the lock box over his cuffs. Secure the waist. I'll clip off down here. Stick our wire nut on here. Back into the box here. Push our ground wire back out of the way here. Get our wire nut back out of the way here. We're using the Eaton brand receptacles. Lock the lock box over his cuffs. Secure the shackles with a belly chain. Wear 'em in the courthouse. Wear 'em to your trial. Alrighty. So we're going to close the screws we're not going to use.
I do not have, but we'll have to go without that one for now, I guess.
Oh, no screws at all? What about one of those longer metal ones? That metal one, that other metal one you thought would work. That will work on the back.
But this one?
No, the fatter one, the big fat one.
This one?
No, it was a silver one. Okay.
This one?
Yes, that one. Okay, so we'll just put another screw in. Hopefully it's long enough to bite into some wood back here. Hey, it bit. Good. Okay, so that can be put away. So we'll put our white in the... There's our white on the silver screw, our ground on our green screw. We'll flip it around, we'll get our black over here on our brass screw. Now he is in Hawaii. make sure it's nice and tight. We have a nice connection like that. And now we can fold our wires into our box. We go up a little bit and then down. And we'll keep our ground wire in the bottom here so it doesn't touch anything. Make sure our screws aren't going to hit any of our wires over here. Okay, oh, I got the cover here. Let's see. Okay. At the very end, could we stand on the deck there and get a picture of us?
Absolutely.
Good. All right. And I'll go underneath and put the staples in after that. Okay, so we'll put our cover on. We gotta have this facing up. Make sure our gasket is in there. It's bayonet mount, so you put your go into your screws like this. Everything fit right in here nicely, just like a pair of handcuffs. Okay, tight. All right, tight. Okay, our cover just goes on like this. See the posts here, you want to have these on the top since you're doing it from the top. Set it in, just snap it over. You have to tap it a little bit. There it goes. And it closes like that. Put that up, open it, close it. And we are all set. Alrighty, so how do you like it?
Dave did a fantastic job and it's working perfectly.
And here in the country I was born in, we use 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, the bare or the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors. However, you may find white live in a 110, 120 volt switch loop or on a 220, 240 volt appliance where it does not require a neutral. Peace. Thanks for watching.
Peace out.
Alrighty. Thanks,
Thank
buddy.
you, Dave. I
Yep.
appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you. All right.